Good evening, welcome to Pin TV Live again. We're here again this week with myself. We've got Stu over there, Doc in the corner.
Hiya guys.
And little Todd here after his bit of a mission face plant onto rock last week, which we'll be talking about in a bit. But the first thing to say, Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to
Happy
you
New
all.
Year,
guys.
Hope it's alright, hope it's going okay for you guys. It's that weird time of year, isn't it, where it's like the transition to from going out eating and drinking and just enjoying yourself, overdoing it to, I don't know about you lot, but today was like my first proper day of eating properly and not having a drink, and you feel a bit like
It's quite a wake-up call after drinking everything and eating everything, and then suddenly decided it's time to become a professional athlete again, which we all say to ourselves, I'm sure. So let's hope 2017 is a better year for everybody, because racing wise it was a good year, wasn't it? But 2016, for the loss of many famous singers, actors and everything, I think all of those people probably played a part in our lives. So let's hope for a good year anyway, and hopefully no one will die.
So on that note, what have we been up to this week? Well, I'll say first of all, getting back to the normal. Yesterday I was sort of feeling groggy after New Year's Eve, and
keeping you up. Sorry.
New Year's Eve, I was feeling a bit groggy yesterday, and I went out with the family for a bit of a walk and all that, and I thought, you just start feeling a bit crap, and I got on the bike at 5 o'clock because Stuart messaged me yesterday saying about something we'll talk about in a minute that we were doing today. I thought, well, that'll be another day not on the bike. So I just got on the bike and went night riding up Ormond on my own. It was great, it was amazing, it was a nice sort of wake up call. Made me realise how I'd got a little bit unfit.
Did it?
Yeah. Well, I'm a stone heavier now than...
I don't want to talk about that either anyway, but I weighed myself the other week. I think I mentioned it anyway. But I'm too scared to get back on at the minute, so we'll wait till February before I do my weigh in, I think. But I bet that was cool though, really, because when you kind of just say, I'm going to go, you don't even have time to think or build yourself up for what it's going to be. So the impromptu bike ride is a pretty cool thing.
And I went up there, and the only time you'll really see me try up a hill is when I'm on my own. Whenever I ride on my own, I'm flat out everywhere. That's just how I do it. I sort of enjoy pushing myself. So I went up all the big climb up to Ormond. I say big climb, it's not that big, but
it's massive,
it was mucky, so it was hard work. And I did it at the usual pace I normally do it, and oh my god, I could hardly breathe when I got to the top.
Yeah, it was cold there last night, wasn't it? Yeah. So cold on the old lungs. I'm sure everybody's noticed that. I went for a walk yesterday.
Did you? Yeah. Did you get far?
Well, we went for a bit of a walk with the family and took the dog for a walk, and I don't usually do much walking around. It's usually either on a bike or, just at work, and my hip was aching after that. So
well, your dog's his feet, his legs are literally about that long, about as long as my finger, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not that long.
Is she a miniature
dashhound? Yeah, it's not my dog. It's my wife's dog.
It tells everyone that. So if you walked a mile, that dog probably did about 20.
Oh, hell of a distance. Yeah, so. Yeah, just sort of good to get out and breathe the air, I think, really. But it was cold, wasn't it? So
it's that time of year where you see everyone's, new me, this is what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. We all do it.
Yeah. I've seen a few of them about jogging.
Joining the gyms. February will be the quietest month in the gym when everyone's given up.
Yeah.
But, like I say, we all do it, and I do it myself. I'm usually pretty good. I keep it up, to be fair. When I weighed myself, and I was topping the scales at 14.5 stone, I will say, and I was a bit like, oh my god, my race weight's normally about 13.5, and I was
you got some work to do there.
So that's given me a bit of a kick up the arse to
sort myself out. It wasn't a new you, was it? It was another you, really. Well, it
was a bit more me.
Yeah, you and a half.
Me. So what else have we been up to? Let's talk about our new venture, shall we, Stu?
Do you want to say?
Well,
I think it's a big turning point for you in your lifestyle and your career riding, and it's time, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we've always been out now. Well, Stu's always been into, well, we call it trails, let's call it dirt jumps, so everyone knows what we're on about, because nowadays you say trails, people just think like the tracks you're riding.
Yeah.
So dirt jumping spots, and you've had a few of your own over the years, haven't you?
Yeah,
it's never lasted
the
that
one
long.
Or two, no.
I mean, going back like Roddington and Sprung 2, that was like 90s, wasn't it? You had one of the first in Shropshire. And so we've been looking, and eventually someone came up trumps. We're not going to say who and where, but it's on a farm, and they've let Stu, well, us, have about an acre.
Probably, yeah.
And how perfect is it? It's got a slight slope, it's got a ditch for drainage all around the outside, and we've got plant on there, as in diggers and all the tack, and we started digging, haven't we?
Yeah, it's got pub, swimming pool, gym, everything really.
With our mate Crooksy, we must give him a mention, because he's been sweating his nuts off helping, hasn't he?
When he turned up, yeah, I'll probably get a rude message in a minute, because I'll give him some stick this morning. When I was there grafting away, and he said I'll be there in a bit, half an hour and a half later, he turns up and thinks he can fob me off with a soggy sausage sandwich. But there you go.
We've done about, what have we done, 3 days there? 2.5?
We have done a day and 3/4, I think. I worked at it. To be specific, I'm trying to keep tabs on how long it's taken us to sort of do stuff. But we're not just digging it with shovels, are we?
Yeah, we've got a machine,
2.5 ton machine.
2.5 ton machine and shovels. And a whacker plate.
And a rake. We've got 2 rakes. We're getting posh.
So we've got one line that's a bit more stew size with 5 doubles, and then today we've put in a sort of beginner set for me and for certain friends who will be coming invited, etc. And I managed to get through the first 3-ish today. Bit of a spud up, I will say. Coop was the first thing he mentioned to me. Nice spud up.
Yeah.
But that's
because everyone rides trails or dirt jumps in clips.
I'm
sure.
I'll be changing that.
There you go. Oh, well, there you go.
So there's big plans for these. We're going to be doing a lot there. We'll be doing some video stuff there, some vlogging for the magazine or channel, and future guests. They will be invited.
Be lucky enough to come and have a ride, hopefully. So
they'll be invited to come, weren't they, for the day?
I know a bloke who would really enjoy that. Our mate Nigel Page.
Yeah.
Hi Nigel, I bet you're watching.
Talking to Nigel, been texting him only an hour ago.
We might get an invite to his backyard then.
You never know, do you?
And he might cook us tea.
So what else has happened? The jockey ride. The jockey ride. Should we talk about the good bits of the jockey ride first? I mean, the good jockey ride was great for everyone except one.
It was a good social.
Well, 2.
The uphill bit for me wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Having not really been out on the bike too much, and it was cold, wasn't it? But the social side of it,
there was
for a while was good.
Yeah.
We had a tipple on the way, didn't we?
We did have a tipple. There was about, how many was there? About 60 odd dogs?
Yeah, 60 odd I would say.
Yeah.
Tipple or tip up?
Yeah,
tipple.
Yeah, tipple. Yeah.
We should thank really Pete Little. Pete Little, if you're watching, thanks for the orange squash.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Strong tasting orange squash. So for those who didn't know, the jockey ride, Sandy Plenty's birthday on the 27th of December, and it goes up from the Stiper Stones Inn, isn't it? And it goes up over.
Starts at a pub.
Yeah, and ends
and finishes
at
a pub.
And it's got a big climb, and then it's got this mass sort of kamikaze race down this sort of big wide rocky trail. They did the race, and Donny turned up. Donny took the honours, as he has done many a time.
Yeah.
Donny doesn't race anymore.
No, he doesn't race.
Serious.
No, he doesn't race. He doesn't jump the gun
like he's
either.
taking it serious on the line, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So he was first. Our pinned rider, Ben Wotton, was second, right on his tail. And I said to him, "How'd you get on?" He says, "I just hung on to him." And bear in mind, you still have to remember he's only been riding mountain bikes 1 year.
Yeah, but he's daft as
well.
Oh yeah, he knows how to open.
He comes from hare scramble motorbike races, so that's what he does. He races other people.
We're not allowed to do them anymore, are we?
No,
he's got no hair.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And Sandy was third. I think Dan Brown was maybe behind them somewhere.
Yeah, I noticed on the vlog once that was put together that he let me know that he'd beaten me.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Remember that bit?
Yeah.
maybe apologise for that
Well,
one. There
Don't-
might have been a rude word in there.
There was a rude word in it. We took it out. So yeah.
Not on the one I saw.
No. So that's the good bit about it. That's everything that went well and everyone enjoyed himself. Now, Todd, would you like to tell your story?
Yes.
We'll sit back and listen.
Okay, fire away, son.
So, when everyone went down to race, we held back because we didn't want to. I didn't want to crash, and I went down fairly slowly, and I can't really remember what happened, but.
Well, I do.
I think I sped up and there was like a hump and I didn't pull off and just crashed.
There was a bit, it was probably got 3/4 of the way down and there was like a grass chute and I was right behind him, always right behind him, and he was going steady and it was nothing gnarlier than he's ever done, and for some reason it was like he let the brakes off and just went, right, I'm going to hit this pit flat out, which he doesn't normally do, and it still baffles me how it happened, and then he hit like a bit of a sort of mini upslope. It just pinned him straight over the bars onto his face. It was the most horrible day of my life because seeing your son knocked out, as you can see in the picture there, he was out cold. I moved him, which I know now I shouldn't have done really, you know, if someone's out you shouldn't be messing about, but I just, it's that sort
Your
of
initial thing is to check if they're
knee-jerk
all right. I
reaction,
suppose
grab
we all do
him,
it.
put him to the side, and he started coming round, and he was like little convulsing, bloody blood coming out of his nose, out of his mouth. Oh, just disgusting, horrible, really terrifying. So massive thanks to all, because there was some people who were right at the back who didn't want to race, like the girls and the older chaps who went into racing just for the ride, and they were so helpful, and they sort of calmed me down as well because I was in bits. So he came round and he was really brave, but he was like concussed, very concussed, you know.
We couldn't remember if we'd had Christmas.
Well, if I got a quid for every time I told you where we'd been that day, I reckon I could retire now anyway.
Yeah. Where have we been? Where the worst? Well, yeah.
Literally every 15-20 seconds.
Have we had Christmas was the one that made me, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then when he was saying he was scared, it ruined me. So Stu helped me out loads as well, so he was brilliant, and we got into hospital, and then by the evening he was sound. He had to stay in overnight because he got concussion, and well, look at his face now. Go close to the camera and show him. But you can't. He's so bloody white. His complexion. You just see a little.
He's still pretty.
Yeah,
he'll be all right.
And it turns out, and we've only noticed this. Me and the missus noticed this about an hour ago. We think he broke his nose as well. He's got a bit of a bend to it that wasn't there before.
That's all of us then.
Yeah. So you done well, haven't you? But you're not in pain now, are you?
No.
It won't hurt next time you break it.
The worst thing is that the consultant came in, and I'd be interested to know what you lot say about this. Give me some messages on this if you want. Being as though, well, part of tonight's discussion is about full face or half face. But I'd like to know what you think about this. The consultant said to me, okay, yeah, he's all fine now, but in these situations with head injuries, we like to say, can they avoid doing anything that's sort of full contact, she said, about like things like martial arts, etc. We were about to start when we were taking him back to Thai boxing, so that's gone out the window. But they also said anything where there's a slight risk he could bump his head again, like riding, 3 months. And I was like, that's a bit OTT. I don't know. Am I being a bit? Should I be going 3 months? I said a month. A month. I've ordered him a full face already, a better one. Like I ride the what is it?
Switchblade.
Yeah, the gyro switchblade. Good thinking, Todd. And so I'm going a month. Am I being a bit reckless there, or do you think it'll be okay? What do you reckon? Quite interested to know.
I think you're reckless.
Yeah. We got any comments coming
That's
in?
terrible.
We got lots of people wishing us
Is he
Happy New
reckless?
Year, so let me just get back to it.
Okay.
You'll be alright.
Hold on, pins page.
You're alright now though, aren't you, son?
Yeah.
Still haven't got much of a brain.
Elaine Evans is saying 3 months defo.
Yeah, well, that's your nanny, innit?
Oh, is that your nan?
Yeah.
Hiya, Nan. How are you?
The missus is probably
Al
saying so.
Higginbotham says he's better looking than you.
Well, that's not hard, Al.
Hello, Al.
Um,
Happy New Year.
yeah, broken nose, he's still better looking. Quick recovery, bro, off Alistair Trippett.
Nice one.
Lots of people wishing us Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
bro.
everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
You said New Year then.
Yes,
New Year.
because a lot of people have had ear transplants over the
Quinny.
special holiday. Yeah, yes.
Quinn's got some nice New Years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Ryan is saying, be alright.
Be alright.
Get it
Be
pinned.
alright. I mean, bear in mind that when I do start taking him out again, he ain't going to be going on all the gnarly stuff for a while. It'll be sort of gentle cross-country riding.
Yeah, that's it. Robert Butcher said, if he feels up to it, let him do it. Everyone's different.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a...
But they've got to cover themselves.
That's a tick in the boxes statement, 3 months.
Yeah, I
I
think
really
so,
do.
yeah.
Zach Lester saying 2 months middle ground.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah.
So I think it's down to how Todd's feeling, isn't
Yeah,
it? And
exactly.
as you say, nice and steady. Big full face on as well, Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may as well get into that, haven't we? And just
Yeah.
start what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so the discussion is full or half face, especially in kids. We've already had some personal messages, haven't we? Regarding people
Yeah, we
who've
have. Yeah, we have.
got kids and have gone out and bought full faces because of this.
Yeah.
Um,
Alan Lancaster actually messaged us in and sent us this picture of him and his,
that's
his
cool.
lad.
Good to see.
Winston. And Christian wouldn't actually go out on his bike after seeing the video
Really?
without his full face on.
Wow.
So he said to his dad, I want to wear my full face.
Ace.
So he got the message across. So
And Alan, we need to give you a massive thank you actually, because it was Alan
Yeah.
who contacted me after last week's show and after Todd had hurt himself. He was the one who won the Kotick merchandise in the box, and he messaged me and said, I want you to hang on to that and I want you to give it to Todd as a present to make him feel better, and he can, because he got a pint glass in it as well. He said he can have his first legal pint in it when he's 18.
How old are you now?
12.
12, whatever.
So how old are you now?
I'm 10.
Alright, okay.
So what have you got to say
I'm
to
sure
Alan?
that won't
Todd?
get to 18 before that's used.
No.
Not if
Thank
he's anything
you.
like your dad. Helmets then?
First time I was drunk, I was 12.
Were you?
Yeah, get myself a 2-day hangover and alcohol poisoning on 2 bottles of champagne that I
Really?
nicked from my mum's party.
Really?
Yeah,
First time
yeah.
I ever got drunk.
And that's when I broke my nose, walked into a doorpost.
Was
the
it?
same day, don't remember it.
Oh God! First time I ever
Yeah.
got drunk was on a bottle of Lambrini.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember that stuff.
Yeah, I thought I was being cool and went to this bit of a party. I think we were about 12, 11, 12, 13, something like that. And yeah, I'll drink that. No worries, like no worries. Knack a couple of pints, felt fine for about half an hour. Got carried home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know whether it's the cheap stuff or the fact that I wasn't used to it, but yeah, not good.
I don't think
I'd rather
kids
forget
do.
one.
Kids aren't as daft
I haven't
now,
drank
are they?
since either.
No, nor me.
Anyway, moving on. Helmets.
Helmets. What do you think? Full face, half face? You know, we've got this new generation of removable chin pieces. It's nice that Gyro finally brought one out that looks alright, whereas most of them look minging.
Blunt.
Yeah, really. I mean, the Bell Super 2R, that's a nice looking helmet without the chin piece, but then you put the chin piece on and it's a bit...
I don't know why it's obvious that, you know, you want a product to look cool,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to buy it, let's be honest, most people
Yeah.
are going to buy something because they like the look of it.
Mountain bike is all about that.
Well, it's about
looking
image.
cool.
Of course
It's a
it
very
is.
image conscious.
So I'm curious to know why the actual people... What's he going on about?
I just said I'm looking cool.
Stop interrupting. I don't understand why the designers that come up with these ideas don't design something that looks cool.
Yeah.
The Gyro, I will say, is a cool looking
Yeah,
lid.
it's a nice
Yeah, it's a
looking
nice
lid.
looking lid. But some of the others, I mean,
Mm.
back in the day, some of the downhill lids.
Oh, what
we
was
used to use,
the remember? Was it the original Gyro that with the?
the original
Maybe
Gyro
tin-
downhill lid was really good. Oh yeah, I know what you're on about.
yeah.
The thing with like the rails.
God, I can't think what it's called now. Is it a parachute?
It was horrible.
Was it Met?
No, Met's a make of helmet. That was an old
No, I
downhill.
mean, was that a
another
Met
one? It was
parachute?
horrible.
The one that with the chin? I don't know. I'm
It's
too old.
disgusting
Can't
anyway.
remember,
But there you
either
go.
way.
So please, designers, make us something cool.
And also, you got to think with the kids as well. They don't sweat like us adults, not especially in the winter. So you could think, well, just get them proper full face for the winter. or even the summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even so, it's still hard going.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this has been a grey area for me for. I've had many arguments the last year, haven't I, with certain race organisers. It's not an argument. It's more of a let's see sense, because one of the things was particularly was in enduro.
Yeah.
You know, do you have to wear a full face helmet? The ones that the organisers that says you have to wear a full face helmet. You have to wear it for climbing up the transitions as well, which we all know is savage, especially in hot weather. I mean, Dovey, it had rained and then it become very, very humid, and people were coming down with heat stroke and
it gets to the point where it's dangerous again.
Yeah,
because you can get heat stroke.
Yeah, but my argument was on the uphills, which I know that it will obviously be a question for the insurers, but you're going 2 or 3 miles an hour. Take your helmet off, riding up, and be safe going down.
And if you've got little transition bits where you are going a bit quicker, have a sign saying helmet's back on.
Yeah.
I know it's easier to say.
It's not for us to say.
To the insurance. I remember when Steve Parr brought this ruling in, and there was a lot of controversy over it, wasn't there, with the helmets. I was sort of in the middle, really. I remember the likes of Neil Donahue, who was the main man at the time. He was winning all the races. He was totally against it. And then there was people who were totally for it, because they were saying, well, that's what they do in the EWS, so you should be prepped for it. And I remember, I wasn't that bothered, and I came off at Dovey in the seeding in the field. My tyre burped as I landed, and I went over the bars and headbutted the floor, and I came down. I got back on, straight mid bar. Came down, and I was there's blood everywhere, and everyone was like, what is going on? I had this massive nosebleed all the way down my run, and it was great for photos, and loads of people have used it because when there's been stuff on the internet about the full face, lots of them use my picture, because I've got this half face Smith on and blood everywhere.
I remember that.
Remember that? Do you remember how? Well, you'll know. How many times have I had nosebleeds since then? At one point, I was having 1 or 2 nosebleeds.
That's some sort of blood.
Yeah. You can't miss this. But for about, I'd say, a year, probably 2 years, I was having 1-2 nosebleeds a week after that crash, because I never went to the doctors, but I must have done something inside. It's. There you go, proof's in the pudding, isn't it? And that's just my nose. Imagine what you can do to your head. Look at Todd.
I know, But the thing is with the, when they're racing and doing the, for argument's sake, somebody says, well, you can wear open face helmets at our event, so that's fine. You ride up in them.
Yeah.
Surely it's better to have a compulsory full face helmet.
Yeah.
Don't wear it on the transitions going up, but it makes everybody a lot safer on the downhills. Hence why the clip-off mouthpiece, I think, with a decent helmet, will be the future.
Yeah, so right.
Surely.
I reckon.
That's
so.
My opinion.
Is there any comments on this, Doc?
Yeah, quite a few actually coming in. So
Gyro, Bell. Telling us off.
Yeah. Chris Roberts, Johnny Foreigner uses full face in the summer going up mountains. You just need to get used to it. Andrew Phillips, my Bell Super 3 was bang on for the Hard Rock this year. Jack Fleet, I'm sure my brother Lee Turner would recommend the full face with the amount of crashes he's had. Probably saved
it needs a full bodysuit.
There was a good one off AJ. AJ Jones. I don't feel safe in a half face. Full face every time for me. You've only got one brain, plus you look way cooler.
That's ironic, really, because I've never seen or come across anything that suggests AJ's got a brain.
But he's looking after what bit he has.
Fair point. I agree with you. Whenever I've raced any enduros, I've used my full face.
Lots of people saying Simon Howard, good to see Todd on the mend. James Douglas Jones, Happy New Year, guys. Good to see Todd feeling okay.
All right, Ralph.
Lots of love for you, Todd. Joe the Man saying tomorrow. What do you want tomorrow, Joe?
Joe Moran.
Tomorrow.
4 weeks. Che Granby, as we showed Che's crash, where he was wearing a half face. He said 4 weeks after his face plant, he did his hip in. Was it the concussion that caused it?
Well, he said that on the show, didn't he?
Yeah, he was banged up quite badly.
It is important to make sure that you feel 100%.
And Che, I mean, really, God, he needed to protect his brain because it's only tiny.
Yeah.
You know, not much sense there. We know that.
And Adrian Kent saying full face helmet for the little man all the way.
Yeah, I think we're talking about adults and racing, but I think with kids, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's a no-brainer.
But you need a brain to make the decision to say it's a brainer.
Yeah, the worst is when you see them, like you go to these trail centres, and certain ones, I won't mention any names, Cannock, and you see these families, and like the kid will have a helmet on, and then like the parents won't. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's alright, the kids. Well, what happens if you crash and get a brain injury in front of your child?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like something. Oh, so dumb.
I remember seeing someone wearing massive goggles but no helmet.
Yeah, that was Cannock, wasn't it?
That's okay. That is.
And he had a black tracksuit on, so that made him hard.
Adidas tracksuit bottom seems to be quite a popular form of kit there, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Nike Airs. Yeah. Nike Airs for the ultimate grip on the pedals. So, yeah. But there you go. Anyway.
Anything else, Doc?
You should do a test, full face against half face. Smash your face to the ground and see which one protects you the most.
We've already done that.
Yeah. Dorian, if you would like to come and be the test of me, I will film it.
Well, I took Tod to Bike Park Wales in the summer this year, and he had a really big crash there, didn't you? Like big, lost it coming into one of those big berms on one of the blues, and he face planted right into one of those rock hard stone berms. Got up laughing.
Yeah. Full face.
Yeah. Damage was just in the full face helmet, and that was it. So
the problem that we have as well when we're out riding, and I'm sure everybody will agree on this, even when you go for a gentle ride, just go on an XC ride. For us, there's always parts of that ride where we don't go on rides. I don't think anybody goes on rides where it's just a simple loop with nothing in it. There's always parts where you want to give it the beans and have a bit of fun, and we're all as vulnerable as each other when you think about it.
And that's where these chin pieces are great, because you can carry it with you and think, oh, this is a gnarly bit. I think what you got to do is just drop your pride, haven't you? Because I know if it was us lot going out and having a big ride like that, and then I suddenly said, if there's all us and we stop at, I'm going to do this, and I was
put my chin piece on.
I'm going to put my chin piece on. Everyone would laugh. I know they would, but it's just let them laugh. Yeah,
they're not the lads we ride with, though. They're not as pretty as you are.
No, that's true. Really, that is true.
So crack on with them anyway.
So I think we should start talking about media happenings. That's my new name for this subject. Media happenings, things going on that we've seen on the internet, people moving and shaking. So I have watched the latest vlog by Ben Deacon about him and his up to mischief, racing, hurting himself, whatever. He's riding with Fairclough, and it's a good 10-minute vlog. It's brilliant. That's well worth a watch. What was the one that you were saying about that you watched before?
It's the Darryl Brown short film. I think it was on Facebook, and it's just sort of summing up his year from last year. He's a dirt jumper and obviously does comps and stuff as well, and I thought that was a real good watch. So anybody's into
Darryl Brown,
not Darren Brown. Darryl Brown. So I thought that was a really good watch.
And if you search Ben Deacon on YouTube, you'll easily find him. So other things that have been happening, Manon Carpenter, she has left Madison Saracen, isn't it? And she's gone over to Radon Factory Racing. I think it's Factory Racing, I just know it's Radon or Radon, I don't even know how to say it.
That's a gas in it.
Hey?
That's the top of gas.
Yeah, well they're massive abroad, Radon. Oh, wow, they're huge bikes abroad, and I don't mean they're big, I mean they're a big company. And you just don't see them over here, do you? No. But they're quite
there's a few on the World Cup, I think. So.
Yeah. BDS news, Stu?
I think they've got a sponsor now, yeah. So the news is that, by all accounts, for 8 years they've got help sponsorship from HSBC Bank.
Yeah, so that's going to be their main title sponsor, isn't it? Instead of... who was it before?
I don't know. Who was the bloke who made a mess of it? Was it Sir Fred Goodwin? It wasn't him that did HSBC, was it? Was that Bank of Scotland?
Oh, I don't know, no idea.
Anyway, let's hope it's not him in control anyway, and that they do look after us and put some money into it, which would be good.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll have cash points at the races now. Might do.
Coming handy for coffee, wouldn't it, off the billy can?
Maybe we'll get a chairlift at every round at A Forest side pattern, so we don't have to go on a bus trip, which is more like an excursion for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Just saying.
And when you crash and you hit the bank, you could hit 2 different types of bank, couldn't you? Joe Smith, he's moved on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I spoke to Paigey about this, and apparently they had a massive bust up because Paigey was just really jealous of his ginger hair.
Oh really?
He told me, he'd been getting upset about his hair for ages, and obviously Paigey's follically challenged like us, and that was it. They just had a massive fallout.
And he's gone.
Don't include me into that.
You?
There's a bit of ginger here, mate.
Yeah.
You got hair, but you got ginger.
You got some freckles as well, haven't you? Like you've been sunbathing under a tea strainer.
Tyler's got loads of freckles.
Yeah, hasn't he?
Tyler, my boy, he's got one, and it's on his nose, and he hates me mentioning it, so I'll mention it. It's he's got a really nice one. It's in the shape of a heart.
Oh, Tyler.
Sorry, son.
So yeah, Joe Smith moved on. Don't know where he's going yet. I did try and get it out of Paigey. He said no chance, basically. And Charlie Hatton.
Yeah.
He's left Wide Open magazine.
So where's Charlie gone then?
No, I don't. Do you know? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd like to know, but I'm sure he'll be scooped up by a big team. He's a hell of a rider, isn't he?
He is, yeah. So he's going to be a massive star of the future, I'm sure.
And another thing that actually, this was before last week, and I didn't know about it, and Coop put me onto this, and it's big news for me anyway. I find it quite interesting, is that the Syndicate downhill team have been testing 29-inch downhill bikes, 29-wheel downhill bikes.
Who'd have thought that, eh?
I know, yeah.
Is that something to do with the way that the World Cups are going?
Well, they are getting a bit bike parky, aren't they? So,
well, who knows?
Plus, it's
depends where you're going as well, because there are certain tracks on the World Cup scene, which
South Africa.
Yeah. Peter Maritzburg, world champs.
Sorry,
a couple of years ago.
You? Yeah.
Oh, God. Chucky, mate. Peter Maritzburg, world champs a few years back. I think it was Jared Graves that rode a trail bike, 29, and he got second.
Yeah.
I'm sure if that's, it could be wrong, but I'm sure it was him. I mean, you shouldn't be able to race a World Cup downhill on a trail bike, should you really?
It is quite weird, yeah. It's definitely a can of worms, because you've got to think like BMXing. If you turn up at a BMX race and you've got cruiser wheels on, you've got to race in the cruiser category, haven't you? You can't go in the normal wheeled one.
But is there a disadvantage on the corners, or I suppose on the World Cup, generally speaking, they don't have anything that's very, very tight. A lot of it now is pretty flowing.
Yeah.
20 years ago it was really technical, tight turns and stuff, but obviously they know what they're doing, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
And it's not they're not the first ones, obviously. I know Intense, I'm sure it went back to 2008 now. Intense had a downhill bike with 29-inch wheels that they designed for certain races. Yeah, it never really got used. I don't think it got put into production, but when I went on this Intense do this year, all about the new bikes, they showed it in one of the things. I was like, wow, that looks amazing. Didn't even know about it. And when they said 2008, I couldn't believe it was that long ago.
Alright, well, watch that space.
So that's all. Anything else you can think of in the world that's been happening on that sort of front?
Not particularly. I suppose we're in the quiet season as far as big news is concerned.
I think it's another few more months before you start to see where people are going, where their new rides are, etc. This week this weekend coming, what are we up to? We're going to be digging jumps again, aren't we?
We're probably going to bore everybody and say we're going to dig jumps, but
dig jumps.
For anybody that likes digging jumps and riding trails, it's great, but half the people out there are probably wondering what the hell we're doing at our age anyway. So you're never too old. How old are you now?
I am 45.
45.
46 in March, not
46. This summer you'll be 46 and you'll be learning to ride dirt jumps. So you're never too old.
Never. Yeah, you are never too old.
Doc, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? 6?
No, I'm a baby.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, 21 and 360 months.
Oh, I can't work that out.
52 this year.
52. Do you reckon you could ride trails? On an e-bike?
On an e-bike. No, I could ride trails maybe one lap. Yeah, I do.
You can tell he's never been to trails because we don't have laps, do we?
No.
But we will do for you. We'll put a circuit in for
put
you.
a circuit. Have a little tow rope to pull me back.
There you go.
We are doing a pump track, by the way, at these trails for the kids. So
I can come and play on that.
It's going to bring them on.
Yeah. Looking forward to that anyway. Yeah.
Also, after I don't know what day we'll be digging, but the other day of the weekend I'll be going on a proper ride. I'm going to do a big XC ride. So maybe you can get 2 days off this weekend?
Yeah, I do what I want, don't I?
Yeah. Oh,
sometimes.
Latest vlog. What's the latest vlog? Well, we've talked about it already. Really, it's the jockey ride. So the jockey ride vlog. How long is it, Doc? I can't remember. Is it about 6 minutes, something like that?
No, I did two because of.
You did the teaser, didn't you?
I did the little teaser, which was just a drone footage because you'd got the card in hospital.
Yeah.
So that's about a couple of minutes long, and it's 14 minutes.
14
is
minutes.
Is that the one with the GoPro on, with the dodgy commentary?
Great commentary,
from a dodgy bloke.
So we got the ride up, we've got the meet up, we've got all the daft bikes, all the glitz and jockey type stuff, and people wearing silly things. Then we got the ride up, messing about. We got your drone footage.
Yeah, I took the drone up, and great day for the drone.
We got Stu's run. With like you say, with some mint commentary. That's really good. And then you see a little bit of Tod. We didn't want it to be too graphic, and then we got like the going to see him in hospital, and then obviously the little message at the end. I didn't want it to be too
heavy.
Yeah, too crash heavy, because it was a great day for everyone except for us, really.
Worried about you, weren't we?
Yeah.
Should have seen your dad's face on the way back. He was white.
Yeah.
I've never seen you change colour like you did.
I was pretty upset.
Pretty white, to be fair.
Yeah. So when I've got to say as well, another big thanks when I put it on Facebook because I knew, and on Instagram because I knew Tod would get so many messages that would cheer him up, and on Facebook he got, I think it ended up in 104 messages.
Oh, that's nice.
And about, I can't remember, there's a few on Instagram as well. You don't get that many on Instagram messages, do you? But when he was in hospital and he was starting to feel better, I read them all out to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, you ended up just taking the phone off me, didn't you, and reading them yourself.
Yeah.
And what have you got to say to all those people, Tod?
Thank you very much.
Yeah? Did it make you feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good lad. You happy, you know?
Yeah.
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 Still happy to go riding? That's the main thing I think everyone wants to know.
Well, I'll just have to wait a bit.
I will say, I did say to him, you may not believe this, if you want to give up riding, if it's done your head in, you can. And what did you say?
No.
No. Good lad.
Good lad.
It's only because you can't bloody remember any of it. So, what's the latest vlog, or should I say the next, well, it's not really a vlog, the next video that's going up this week that you're going to be working on?
It's what you're carrying, your camelback.
Yeah.
So and tool pack.
What's in your pack?
It's what's in your pack. So we're doing a little one this
Don't know
week.
if we can say what we carry in ours, but there you go.
Well, mine's
tools,
gin
inner tubes,
and tonic.
Yeah.
Well, maybe tonic and gin, depending on how I'm feeling.
You put Jim in there?
Yeah.
Oh, gin!
Gin.
Sorry, it's my hearing.
Any more questions, Doc?
No, lots of comments. Well, one question. Are any of us at the PMBA night and day this Saturday?
No, I'm not.
Afraid not.
To be honest, I'm not. I'm a bit over racing at the moment. This is the off season, and I just want to give it a rest for a bit.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm on a hardtail. I don't want to get trying to race on a hardtail.
No.
I know people do hardtail category, but that's not my bag really.
No. You're dirt jumper now, aren't you, mate?
Dirt jumper now, yeah. I might be
professional dirt jumper.
I'll tell you what, Stu.
Rampage, maybe.
Challenge for you.
Go on.
We can make a vlog about this. I've never been on dirt jumps ever. Well, last time I think I was about Tod's age at the Flower
This'll be
Show
good.
in Shrewsbury, and I knocked myself cold out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So what's the
woke
challenge?
up, teach me how to jump.
Oh bloody hell!
He has enough
A
trouble
50
teaching me.
Do you reckon you can train a 52-year-old prime specimen like me?
If you want to do it, you will be able to do it.
Yeah. I would want to do it.
You've
And
got to
I
be
am
committed.
I've got glass cojones.
We'll get you one of those sumo suits, you see, and then
Yeah.
whatever direction you crash in, you'll be safe.
Yeah.
And a full face helmet.
But I'll come and have a play on those with you.
Yeah,
So,
we'll get you up there, Doc.
Yeah. And I saw you were putting some nice smallish ones.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be okay on those.
You'll be safe.
We'll just crash straight into
Any
it.
more questions, Doc?
All comments?
Yeah, someone asking, can we see a future in the racing industry on electric bikes?
Definitely.
Definitely, I think it's coming.
Not enduro though. I think enduro, it's not the right thing for e-bikes. I mean, I know we discussed this a lot, but I think in racing with e-bikes you need short, punchy races, an hour long, where your race is like extreme cross country, where you're
So it
using
is a sprint still.
yeah, you're using the power up a hill, and then more fun. You know what I mean?
That's a bit like the like we used to do hair scrambles and all that,
Yeah.
like 3-hour races, and then
Yeah.
they brought out a thing called Moto Juro.
Yeah.
And for anybody who knows about that sort of thing, it was more of a sprint. So they had 2 or 3 1-hour races, and it was like a fast motocross race.
Yeah.
Fast enduro race, which lasted an hour, and that was good. So I think you're more likely to see shorter races.
Yeah. And then you'll
Obviously,
get
because they
you'll
run out
also-
of battery.
You'll get the offset of it as well, where it'll go. You'll get like maybe extreme e-bike racing, where it's almost like off-road trialsy type
Yeah,
stuff,
could be.
really gnarly
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm.
There's ways around every. I mean, you could have it where you're riding up and then doing downhills.
Yeah.
There's so much. I know Chris Roberts he's flying the flag on this. He's getting quite involved in the e-bike world, and I think you'll definitely see him. I know he's got e-bike categories at the mini enduros now, but I think you'll see Chris at some stage holding proper e-bike races. Someone needs to do it, because either that or what will happen is that the motorbike community, dirt bike people, say, well, why don't we start doing it? And then it comes away from us a lot, and it becomes.
Well, there's definitely a place in the mountain bike industry for the e-bike. Definitely.
Yeah, too right. Anything else, Doc?
Yeah.
Photo of the week, maybe?
Photo of the week. Let me just find me mouse again. It's pick of the week this week is James Gill, and this was over on Cannock Chase.
Well, that's pretty.
Nice.
Breaking
nice
all the
bit of-
rules there as well, isn't he? And he
No-
gets a nice picture shooting direct into the sun.
Straight into the sun. But it's just a nice. I love winter light, and that's just a really nice
That's
photo.
nice.
Well done, James. Really good dude.
I'm trying to work out what the bike is. Can't quite see it. Look, is it canyon? I don't know. I can't even
Mondraker,
tell.
innit?
Full suspension from here.
Isn't it Mondraker?
I do actually know this, boys. If you let me get into.
I'm sure he'll.
Even the walk with the dogs has got Adidas trackies on. Look.
It is Cannock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice picture though.
Yeah, I
It is
do
a lovely
like that.
picture.
A rare capture of the sun.
Yeah. Hard to get photos of the sun.
Someone's saying Forrester Dean. So this is Dorian Thomas. Forrester Dean would be awesome for e-bike racing.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would,
It would. It'd be
Yeah.
a perfect place for it. Actually, it's going to be on dirt, on it. All this hard
yeah.
back.
Matt Potter wants to know if you fancy some Lomi dual slalom racing in a few weeks' time.
Yes.
Ooh, where's
I
that?
think I know where that might be.
Really?
Yeah,
And
let us know, Matt.
Matt, if you want to let us know, if you want us to mention it at all, then do so. Let Doc know.
Whereabouts will that be?
Well, I can't say yet in case he
Area.
is a private. It's in the Midlands, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
That narrows it down, doesn't it?
I think I probably know where you mean. Then.
That's like saying
Yeah.
it's next to the tree.
Yeah.
Come back to us on that, Matt, and if we need to plug it, we will.
Ace.
Sounds good. I have seen some footage of it. It looks amazing.
I think it's time to mention the current channel sponsors, of which the first is the Trailhead. What would you like to say about the Trailhead, Todd? The Trailhead Bicycle Shop in Shrewsbury.
It's nice.
It's nice. That's the first thing we can say about it. It's
Hopefully
nice.
you'll all go there now.
Yeah.
They got a lot of bike stuff and it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Inexpensive, you should say. It's very
Yeah, yeah.
inexpensive.
Yeah, you shouldn't say cheap. People don't like the word cheap. Inexpensive is.
It's very inexpensive.
Yes.
Right.
And how do you feel when you go in there? Does you feel like it's very inviting?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about the owner, Sandy? I mean,
What do you reckon of him?
Yeah.
He's a bit dodgy.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he looks after us, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And we have Unite Components, which is our mate Coops. He's been absolutely flat out this week making his downhill chain guide and bash guard,
Bash guard. Yeah,
I
it looks
think
very, very good. I've seen it in action and it looks mega. I'll be having one of those for sure.
He's been doing teasers on them, hasn't he, online?
Yeah. If it's like anything else that he's done, then it will be well and truly up to scratch.
Yeah,
won't it?
yeah.
So
And he's
watch that space.
So yeah, check out the Unite. Check out their Instagram, etc. You might see a bike that's for sale on there. I think he might be selling his Santa Cruz, but I won't be plugging his bike or selling it for him.
No.
But if you want a Santa Cruz, have a look.
One steady owner.
Yeah. Good luck.
Invisiframe.
Invisiframe.
If you want to protect your bike, then I guess that's the product for you.
Yeah.
It's good actually. I've used it all year. I use it on my bikes all the time, and I'm getting ready to flog one of my frames, and I peeled it off, and sure enough, underneath brand new. So a worthy product, and we all use it, don't we?
And that's transition, is it that you?
I might be selling one at some point.
Selling it.
I'm just waiting for my shipment of several bikes to come through.
Yeah.
Dan Jones from Windwave. I'll speak to you next week.
Yeah, good. I will
get
say
that call.
also about the Invisiframe that there's a 29er specialised enduro large frame that's covered in it and has had it on from new. And I might be selling that frame for a friend of mine. There's our little sales things out of the way. We don't normally sell bikes, but
it's our show, so
yeah, do what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's our sort of channel sponsors, whatever you want to call them, all mentioned. So I think it's time to talk about product of the week, which is Trailhead product of the week. I will say, Todd, take it away. What we got here?
These are the sealskins waterproof socks.
Yeah.
They're waterproof.
you'll need them in a minute when you're not got a teal over
they're
them.
breathable, which is always a good thing.
And whose are those ones?
Mine.
They're your ones.
Yeah, they do them in loads of sizes.
So they do adult and kids ones. And what would you say about them, Todd? Are they warm? How waterproof are they?
They're warm,
Not
but
bad.
if you're in like a ride where there's loads of puddles, they're good, but eventually it'll soak through the top.
Yeah. So is there any way around that?
I'm not sure.
Maybe if you had some like
Waterproof
lycra
shoes.
type stuff over the top of them. Well, they do the job, don't they?
Yeah.
And how much are they?
£37.
37. That's it. Yeah. How long have they lasted you?
About a year.
About a year. Good lad. Well done. So that's Sealskins. Check them out on the website, and they're for sale in the Trailhead as well. So, Doc, moving on to the winner of.
Well, we need to tell everybody what the prize is. It this one we're talking about?
Yes,
We need to tell everybody what it is. The prize of the week is.
Yes.
I
Sorry.
don't think anyone knows. Todd, do you want to?
How's this looking on the colour? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay, it's good.
So this is 2016 Downhill Team Chain Reaction. This was brought in by Pagey with the other stuff. You can't buy these, limited edition, so it's another one that's a bit of a collector's item. Don't know what size. Oh, it's large. Yeah, that'll mean that it's large. So, how are we going to do this? I know how we're going to do this. Remember last week when you had to text in? That's what you're going to do.
Message, comment.
Yeah, sorry.
Comment in.
Comment in on our pinned Facebook page that you are currently watching. Now, the thing to comment is the 2 words
Not that.
chain reaction.
That.
Just comment. Chain reaction.
First one wins the top. There you go. We got anything in yet, Doc? Won't be long. If it is long, then we know we're in trouble.
Yeah.
No one's watching. What else have we got
And
here?
the winner of prize of the week is
Nothing in yet.
Nothing
nobody.
in. Wow.
Oh well, never mind. We'll leave it 5 minutes, shall we?
We've actually got Ollie Humphries Stu, can you say hello to Sienna?
Hello, Sienna.
She doesn't understand why you're not saying hello back.
That's his little girl.
Oh.
She goes,
She's talking to the
Stu.
screen.
Hi, Sienna. Hi, Sienna. Tell your dad not to bring me any more booze round, please. I'm in training now. And so are you, Ollie.
Right, we're getting...
Anything to talk about? Is it coming?
Well, I'm looking to see who our first chain reaction. We've had quite a few people now.
The first one.
But the fastest fingers in the Shire, Andrew Phillips.
Oh, the panda.
Well done.
Panda.
Well done, Panda. Nice one.
Nice one, Andrew.
This is yours. That's even better when it's someone local. I don't have to post it.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
Yeah. He'll probably ask you to come and collect it as well.
What I'll do with this, mate, is I'll drop it off with Sandy at the trailhead for you. That's the easiest thing with that.
Oh, good.
So I want to just remind everyone the reason we are here is because we have our YouTube channel, Pinned TV. Please get on there and subscribe, comment, like it, whatever. We just need you to subscribe. We need to pick these numbers up so we can get the all the vlogs out and get making some films. We have a plan, don't we, Doc, in January to improve and increase everything and make it good. We're going to a certain bike show and approaching a lot of people, so we'll keep you posted on that, really. And remember, also on the Pin TV on our Facebook page, we've got merchandise on there, t-shirts, hoodies, etc. Next week, who have we got coming on next week, Todd? Do you know?
Alan Milway.
Alan Milway,
He's a
fitness coach. Yeah, to the stars.
Old friend, he used to race downhill.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Well, we've known Alan for several years, haven't we? From when we've done work at the Athertons.
Yeah.
He was training them for several years, so he's got world champions under his belt and World Cup winners as well, including Danny Hart, Tracy Mosley. We've got Rachel, Angie Atherton, Matt Simmons, Mark Scott, and Manon Carpenter. So I mean, that is a serious amount of names to add to your belt, isn't it?
He knows what he's doing.
He's got to be
sure.
the best coach in the industry, hasn't he?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
I'd say so. So he's coming on next week. He is our guest. If you want to have a look at him, he is at Alan with one L Milway on Instagram, or Alan Milway Fitness Coach on Facebook. That's his page. Check him out. Next week, obviously, our discussion is going to be all about fitness and getting back up to fitness in the new year, and who better than him, really?
Yeah.
He is the main man, and there'll be certain topics that we want to discuss, especially a couple of us being old gits about overtraining. Very important to know about overtraining.
We haven't got that problem at the minute, have we? That's for sure.
Undertraining is a problem at the moment. So he'll be on, Sandy will be on as well, so there'll be Stuart and I and Sandy, and we'll be shooting it with him. And just before we go, I want to say our Instagram accounts, in case you want to give us a follow. I'm Jim Buchanan 955.
I'm Stu Hughes, and my Instagram is Hughes954.
Todd, you got one as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Rod Tiley.
Rod Tiley, RODTILEY. And just before we go to you, Doc, I want to say as well, and this was really cool, I've nearly forgotten about this till I mentioned that. Last week, also, to make Todd feel better with his Instagram account, while he was in hospital, I put a message out saying, I think it was on my Instagram, saying if anyone wants to make little man feeling sorry for himself feel better, follow him on Instagram and wish him all the best. And
everyone followed Jim.
Yeah, within an hour he had G Atherton and Steve Pete follow him and message him.
That's
and
wicked.
His little face was amazing.
Yeah, nice
wasn't
one,
it?
boys.
How cool was
and
that?
that just shows that, you know, the sport that we're in.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in it for the same reasons, and everybody's cool. So yeah, nice one, boys. I thought that was a nice touch.
I want you to look into the camera, Todd, look really sad, and say, "Gee, Steve, please come on the show and make me feel better."
Gee, Steve.
You threatened him to do that. Look at him, he's killing him.
So, Doc, your Instagram account.
I'm at DockerPod.
And I think, unless we have any
Have we
more-
got anything else we need to
messages
mention?
before we go?
Well, we've got a few.
Come on, let's have them. Let's do it.
So, Al Higginbottom, great show, lads.
Thanks, Al.
Hayley Bickley, I love you, Jim Buchanan.
We know that,
Ooh.
Hayley. Don't leave me alone.
Was she
honestly.
fraped?
Hey?
Was she fraped?
Probably.
Yeah, so shout out to Joshua Lucock, Andrew Phillips.
How you
Adrian
doing, boys?
Adrian Kent. Johnny
Hi,
Ward.
Hi, Johnny.
Robert Butcher.
Robert.
Russell Jones.
Russ.
Yo.
Ollie Humphries.
Ollie.
Matt Potter.
Matt.
Alright, mate.
Dorian Thorne. Sorry.
Dorian.
Rich Warner.
Warner.
Bloody hell. Hey up, mate.
Dave Thomas.
Dave, hello.
This is one for you, Todd. Your mom says freckles are a sign of beauty.
Ah.
Oh, Mum
You're
hasn't got any
beautiful.
either, has she?
Lewis Bradley, actually.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lewis.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
mate.
He's only 20.
God.
Is that inches tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Have a good one, fella.
Have a good one, mate.
Yeah, enjoy Monday night. Oh, it's not Monday, is it? Oh, it is. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Monday night with those lovely girls that you tend to go out with on a Monday.
He doesn't drink anyway, does he? Much.
No.
Can't drink much.
No, we ruined you, didn't we, eh? We ruined you.
Dorian Thorne, Adrian Kent, Chris Roberts, Jack Fleet,
Hi,
Neil
Jack.
Bailey, Simon Howard, AJ Jones, James
Wow.
Douglas Jones, Joe Moran, Jay Granby, Ryan Bevis, Zach Lester, Robert Butcher, and Russell Jones.
Wow.
Big
Thanks a
shout
lot,
out,
guys.
Thanks a lot for
Thanks
watching,
for watching.
and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you next
Bye.
week.
Bye
Have a good one.
bye. Cheers.
Bye. Hold on, I haven't stopped yet, boys. I've lost me fucking mouse. There she